where does a girl start? Oh yeah, so I know I have the capacity to storytell, but to some extent it's a lot of hullabaloo making videos and stuff. I have a good eye for composition, I think, and I love taking photos, but taking video, it's a big hurdle just in terms of being vulnerable and thinking on your feet. I don't think I have really great improvisation skills. Point is, I got called out and I want to do better. It's a hot one. So the sun is setting in beautiful Milwaukee. I've got an awesome view of the Allen Bradley clock tower from out here. I can see the temperature is 82 degrees. The request of the day and of the life is to do a walk around tour of the bike. So I'm excited to get into that. This, my friends, is the Ducati Scrambler Cafe Racer. Mine is 2017, the first year they made it. So you might notice that this is not the stock bike. I've done quite a few things to spruce it up, and I've been told that they're very tasteful mods. I mean, I picked this bike because it's beautiful to start off with. I have no problem with the stock bike. There were just a few things that I think were pretty essential in making it a bit unique. The bike comes stock with 54 number panels back in this region on either side. They're slightly different. One has to have the notch out for the rear shock. And then on the other side of the bike is usually a full 54 panel. You can see those online. It comes stock with the Termagoni exhaust, so I didn't have to do any changes there. And it also comes with turn signals in the back, which my brother kindly helped me just barbarically break off. I hope I'm not trespassing. I'm definitely trespassing. Anyways, it's dirty as all get out, but it looks good from the top, and that's all that matters. So the rear turn signals are all now integrated into this back signal. You can see that it's a graduated signal. I think that's a little bit safer versus just the regular blinking signal, because now that it's all integrated, it's a little bit tougher to tell where it's coming from. So I like to do the graduated one, and this is programmable, so you can switch between them. When you hit the brake, let's see if I can do this maneuver. All right, when you hit the brake, it gives a nice little double flash, or maybe triple flash. And then it'll keep doing that, I think, every 20 or 30 seconds. It'll give you another double flash, which I think is great for safety in the city. Sometimes people kind of lose track of you, and it's good to remind them that you're sitting there. One thing I've got to do to kind of complete this mod is hide this tag back here. I was gonna just cover it with electrical tape and this one up here. Some people snip it off, but I'm kind of paranoid that maybe I'll need that information, and I want it on there. Over on the tank panels, so this bike is really interesting. The tank is all one piece, and then on each side there's a little indentation, and these panels are customizable. I think that's part of Ducati's scheme to make a very mod-friendly bike. They're kind of expensive, and I don't know, you don't really get a whole lot out of it. Where this little bolt is, a lot of them have, or all of them have decals, and so I went ahead and just peeled it right off. It's got the thickness of like a refrigerator magnet, and I used some fishing line in a hairdryer to warm it up and peel that off. So I do kind of like the incognito look, but I've got a retro sticker that I intend to put on here. So other than the decal, the panels, which you saw on either side, let's go do a quick walk around. I think it's cleaned it up in a subtle way. It looks way different. I think the side panels gave it a lot. I ordered some reflective tape, actually in black. So I could line my tires with reflective tape. It's just a small piece that goes around, gosh, I don't know what it's called. It's been a long day, I'm tired. I'm tired, you get it? So I can do that for some added safety because now that I think about it, I did take off the reflectors. There used to be reflectors on here. Right now there's still a teeny bit of the glue left. I also used fishing line to get rid of that. And I think that cleaned up the bike a whole lot, but it also made it a little bit less safe because you don't get the reflection from the reflectors on the front fork. So that's why I'm planning on maybe putting the reflective tape around the front and back wheelbase so I can get that safety, but it doesn't look that harsh yellow orange color. And another great mod would be potentially to do like a fender eliminator. The license plate holder is big enough to, I kind of don't want to show you my license plate, it's big enough to accommodate a European plate. So it extends further down the wheel than I would like, and it's got a bunch of reflectors and all this stuff. It's just kind of bulky. I don't hate the look, I think it's a little bit cool, but a lot of people would mount it underneath, install lights so that it can be really cleaned up back there. So that's something I'd consider doing. Then I'd be taking off a lot of pieces over here, but it could look pretty good. One mod that has to be made along with these side panels is you have to have a new mud flap down here and key chamber. The Cafe Racer, the panel and the flap back here and the panel on the other side are all kind of integrated into one interconnected piece, and you kind of just can't take off the numbers and leave the stock flap down there. It just doesn't work that way. So I had to buy this separately, the flap from a dealership. I think it cost me around $32 or something like that, and this is the one that goes with the icon. I can put the kind of the SKU number or the part number so that it's easy to find. Hi. Yeah. People ask me to do a walkthrough of my bike. Thank you. Bye. That was cute. I'm definitely trespassing. As you can see, it's not the most glamorous solution. It doesn't look perfect. There are little wires out here. I think I can wrap these with just electrical tape or something to tidy them up. Obviously, if it were cleaner, it would just look better overall. But it does the job. And from the top, which is what really matters, it looks clean, it looks great. If you want to hear about a fun little fail of mine, I tried to plasti dip this so that it would be black and it would look sleek and cool, because now that I've noticed all the brassy golds, I'm like, why do I want any silver on this bike? All the accents should be brassy gold. It'll look very Chanel. But the kid at the hardware store sold me Flex Seal, and I was like, well, I guess you know what's best, so I'll get the Flex Seal. I told him exactly what I was using it for. I wasn't patching up my gutters. I said it's for a cosmetic thing on my bike. And he's like, oh, this will cover it quicker and it'll be a better finish and blah, blah, blah. So I believed him, and it came out like straight tar. It looked like I should be paving a street with it. And I got most of it off, but there is still some in these nooks and crannies. I can get rid of it with some Goo Gone and a toothbrush. I just have to do the rest of it. I got a little bit lazy with it. But for now, your girl is born free. That tiny thing out there in the distance, that's the clock tower. It looks so little back there. We've got a beautiful sun on its way down, and I'm in like a freaky deaky industrial area where I really shouldn't be. Ooh, did you see that flag? Dang, look at all the seagulls. Thanks for tuning in. Don't be a stranger. You should join us. There's like 10 people here right now. Apparently I'm killing it on Instagram and not on the other platform, so doing my best. Let's do this for real. Go ahead actually follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'm really doing the good work. And until next time, ride safe, friggin' gear up. it's hot out there, and I'm still in not full leather. I'm in leather, leather boots and pants, and I'm making it work. So just because it's summertime doesn't mean the streets are easy.